New York Mets GM Sandy Alderson, he finally publicly admitted, the New York Mets need a bat. My question to him is, okay, now that you said that, are you going to act on that? There's several pieces on the Mets that he can move between now and the trading deadline, and he can bring in some pieces for the future for next year, because this year they're not, that claim of winning 90 games, that's not going to happen. They'd be hard pressed to win 80. And I'm a Mets fan.
Right. Like I said, we know that already. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know what? Let me just say this real quick about the Mets, man, and Sandy Alderson. As far as trades go, I don't really see a lot of pieces like that. I mean, Bartolo Colon, okay, maybe.
Move him now.
John Neese, I could see. Dylan G, I could see maybe. Daniel Murphy, I could see. Now, but my thing is this: what kind of return are we getting for these guys? Yeah, there might be interest, but what kind of return? I don't think we're going to see any offensive difference maker being brought back in any trade involving any of these guys, to tell you the truth.
Okay.
Again, I'm a New York guy. I root for both the Mets and the Yankees. I know that sounds crazy and impossible, but it is possible.
So do I.
Okay, thank you. So you join me. But I'm saying, I don't really see any plausible big bat that can make a difference. Getting that type of bat back in a trade for any of these guys, to tell you the truth. My thing with Sandy is, during the off season, he should have been on the free agent hunt. That's where he could have made the difference. Forget the trades. He could have made a huge difference bringing in, because guys like Nelson Cruz was available. Guys like what's the first base? Kendrys Morales was available. Shortstop Stephen Drew was available. Those guys were free agents.
Yep.
You didn't bring in not one of them. You didn't sign not one of them on the New York Mets team. That's my issue. You know what I'm saying? He had a chance to make an impact before the season even started, rather than a mid-season all-star break trade, all-star deadline trade. And again, I have to bring to the fact that Stevie said it best in the chat room about tearing down and rebuilt. I mean, let's keep it real. That's what it needs to be. That's what it needs to be, because no trade, I'm sorry. We're not going to be, listen, we're not getting back a Troy Tulowitzki. We're not, you know what I'm saying? We're not getting back Joey Votto. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So what you're moving stuff for, it's not going to make a difference offensive-wise. You might as well hold on to the pieces that you got. I mean, if you're going to make a trade for like a hopeful blue chipper, in the minors or whatnot, maybe we'll get lucky and get somebody. But
so
right now,
you wouldn't make a deal for Starlin Castro, the Cubs shortstop. The Mets and the Cubs can make a move because they both have needs that they both can fulfill.
Okay.
Chicago needs arms. The Mets need a shortstop because it's not Ruben Tejada.
We already knew that. No matter what kind of start he got off to or whatever, we already knew that. Okay? Let's be real. We already knew that. But my thing is this. I would definitely do the Starlin Castro deal. Why not? Maybe a change of scenery will do him good. Maybe. Maybe it'll spark. Huh?
They also say he's not the type of hitter the Mets are trying to cultivate, which is some BS, because they haven't done what they want to do from a hitting philosophy. They want to be a team that works deep counts and makes make pitches work.
So apparently he's not that type of hitter. He's a free swinger, is what you're saying.
A little bit of a free swinger.
Okay.
This year, I looked at his stats. This year, he's doing better. You know, his on base percentage is up to 332. His career average is 332.
Okay.
Last season it was 284. So he's worked on that. Ruben Tejada has a 350 on base percentage, but Ruben Tejada's batting like 230.
There you go.
Actually, 241.
Right. But I'll tell you this once. Even if let me just say this. Even if Castro's a free swinger, he's light years better than Tejada. I'm sorry, it has to be said. Light years. Okay. At least he has a little bit of a track record of having a little bit of success.
He's going to the All-Star game this year.
Like I said, can Miguel Tejada say that?
No.
There it is. There it is. You know, I saw something earlier today. I really didn't get the chance to really read it and whatnot, but I saw something. You know, Sandy Alderson, you need to go back. You need to go back to Oakland, you know, and go speak to Billy Beane, you know, who was once your protege. But the protege is now the master.
Oh, that deal he pulled off a couple of days ago.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't pronounce the brother's name. I know it's Jeff Samant. Don't even ask. I'll just call him Jeff Alphabet because that name, I just can't get it. I'm sorry, so forgive my ignorance. But that boy can pitch. You understand?
Those two pitches he got from Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. You understand what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. The protege, Billy Beane, has become the master. Now it seems to me that Sandy Alderson is basically, he looks amateurish now with some of the stuff he's been doing with the Mets. I'm like, did you forget how to general manage a ball club? Did you forget small ball? Seriously, what's going on with you? Yeah, it ticks me off. I'm like, come on, you be thinking we're getting the guy with a proven track record and whatnot, and all of a sudden he forgets what he used to do best. It doesn't make sense to me.
You know what? I was thinking about this today. He's hamstrung by the ownership because I have friends who have season tickets to Met games. Sometimes they call me, Mark, you want to go to the game? I'm busy, man. They're going to lose anyway. I'm not going. And they have, you know, pretty decent seats. I would say, you know, medium level seats. They're not too far from the action, but they're not super close.
Right.
By the end of the game, I look in the stands at Citibank, and you can walk down to the field. That's how barren it is. Y'all want to be a big market team. You want people to come. You need a star. And what did the Mets do? They had one of the most exciting players in baseball.
We already know that. They didn't even bother offering the guy a contract, and he wound up going to Toronto. Like I said, and I will always say this. I will always say this, brother. Jose Reyes needed the Mets, and the Mets needed Jose Reyes. There are certain guys that belong, you know, with teams, you know what I'm saying, for an extended period of time. Hell, maybe their whole career. Jose Reyes was a Met. Do you understand? Bottom line.
Yeah.
He don't belong to no other team. He's not supposed to have on any other uniform. That was that. And Mets management screwed that up. They screwed the pooch on that deal. You don't even offer the guy a contract, seriously? That's like a slap in the face of the Met faithful, if you really look at it.
And he wanted to stay here. You know, if I see one of the Wilpons, I'm gonna have to snuff them. You know, I know that's an old word for the fans out there, but one of them is gonna get snuffed.
That's
and,
all right.
And you know, excuse my language because I'm taking it to the streets now, but I'm gonna have to snuff you. And then you know, I'm gonna help you up after I snuff you. I'm gonna say, listen, you gonna get this right.
Right, you actually might get a
few
people
again.
There might have a few people that might want to kick him down or whatnot as you're trying to help him up, you know? I could name about 5 people off the top of my head that want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, it's a shame. It really is a shame what's going on with this team. I mean, the Wilpons have no idea what they're doing. Alderson, and I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if you're a fan of the man. He has no idea what he's doing. I mean, is he and don't, please, I know I'm about to say something that might be a little bit offensive, so please forgive me, but I'm starting to believe this guy has Alzheimer's. I really am. You know, because isn't he a bit up there in age? Maybe he has an advanced case of Alzheimer's because he has totally forgot how to put together an effective ball club.